Discipline, the key to everything. Self-discipline is the foundation of everything you will ever achieve in life. Without it, nothing truly works. Not your fitness, not your business, not your relationships. Discipline is what bridges the gap between your goals and your results. Whether you're chasing success in your career, trying to build a stronger body, or becoming a better parent, discipline is the common denominator. It's not optional, it's essential. Working out is not just about the body. It's about training the mind to do what's necessary, even when it's not easy. That's why I train every single day, regardless of how I feel or what the circumstances are. It's not about convenience, it's about commitment. I do it because I made a promise to myself. I push for one more rep, one more set, not because I have time, but because I've made it a priority. That's why I train first thing in the morning. Before the world even wakes up, I've already won my first battle. Once you shift your mindset and understand what discipline really is, you stop fighting it. You start welcoming it. You start seeing it not as a burden, but as a blueprint for becoming the best version of yourself. Discipline builds identity. When you choose it every day, it becomes a pattern. That pattern becomes a lifestyle. That lifestyle builds character, consistency, and ultimately results. The gym becomes the proving ground. One more plate, one more challenge. That's where you solidify your standards. And once you develop the ability to consistently go that extra inch, that mindset begins to shape every area of your life. Discipline gets things done. It's the reason some people are where they want to be, while others are stuck. It's what creates the long-term transformation you crave. A year from now, you'll look back and thank yourself for being consistent, for staying true to your path. You won't be winded, you won't be falling behind, and you definitely won't be regretting wasted time. That's the power of daily commitment. But most people never even get close to their potential. Why? Because they allow distractions to rule their lives. They let food, comfort, entertainment, and laziness eat away at their ambition. They don't realize they're robbing themselves of greatness. Every one of us has gifts. We have talents, natural inclinations, and the capacity to do something exceptional, but only if we choose to nurture those gifts. Discipline is what unlocks that potential. Without it, your talents are wasted. It's not enough to be gifted. You need to develop it. I don't allow myself to coast. I hold myself to a higher standard, 120% or nothing. You've got to make that same decision. You've got to decide that your life is worth giving everything you've got. No more half effort. No more giving 50% and hoping for full rewards. Stop playing small. Start demanding more from yourself. As you invest in your growth, you also build your happiness. When you become someone who takes consistent action, who shows up for themselves day after day, you begin to develop real self-worth. All of us need one area in life where we feel fully competent, where we know we're capable. That's where confidence comes from. That sense of control over one aspect of your life gives you the power to take control over everything else. And that's what discipline gives you. It gives you dominion over your own choices. Discipline means saying yes when everyone else is saying no. No to junk food, no to mediocrity, no to average. You owe yourself more than that. You owe your future self a life you can be proud of. This isn't punishment, this is freedom. Discipline is not restriction, it's power. In a world where most people are weak, any amount of strength and consistency sets you apart. Most people won't do what it takes. They want the reward without the effort. Everyone wants the destination, but no one wants the journey. They want the trophy without the training. They want to be a champion, but they're not willing to show up when it's hard. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Discipline is how you win the war with yourself, and it starts small. It starts with saying no to things that don't serve you. It starts with showing up to the gym when you'd rather sleep, studying when you'd rather scroll, practicing your craft when your friends are out partying. These aren't limitations, they're acts of self-respect. Saying no to short-term pleasure is how you say yes to long-term greatness. This is what real self-love looks like. Real self-love says, I'm not going to let you sabotage your own future. That's discipline. That's care. That's how you protect your future self. Stop tying your self-worth to what other people think of you. That's like looking in a broken mirror and blaming it for your reflection. You need to believe in your own image, your own story. Life is brutal. It's unfair. But the difference between those who rise and those who fall is discipline. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's discipline. Champions don't just work when it's convenient. They grind when no one's watching. They eat clean when others indulge. They push for 11 reps when everyone else stops at 10. Life doesn't hand out rewards to those who want it the most. It rewards those who work the hardest for it. If you haven't earned it, you won't keep it. You won't get it. That's reality. Pain is a signal. When it shows up, it's an opportunity to step up. It's your chance to show strength, to reveal character. Push through it. Keep going. Don't back down. Don't break your promise to yourself. Be loyal to your goals, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Stop asking why me and start saying try me. There was a time when I weighed 297 pounds. I felt like a failure. Everyone looked at me and expected the worst, and I believed them. I hated who I saw in the mirror, but no one was coming to rescue me. I had to become my own hero. So I started training, I started running, I started lifting. I started suffering on purpose, not for looks, but for strength. I wasn't training for a marathon. I was training for life, for tragedy, for adversity, for the moments when it really mattered. I've been through Navy SEAL training. I went through Army Ranger School. I completed Air Force tactical training. I've failed more times than I can count, but I kept getting up. I kept trying. I've attempted world records. I've broken some. I've put in tens of thousands of reps. I've run over 7,000 miles in a year, including back-to-back 100-mile races. Not because it was fun, but because it was necessary. I had to change the way I saw myself. I used to see myself as the weakest person alive. So I set a mission to become the exact opposite. I made a vow to become the kind of person who could endure anything. The only way to become that person was to walk through the fire, voluntarily, to invite pain, to welcome the struggle. That's how you build mental armor. That's how you callous your mind. That's how you become bulletproof. Growth never comes from ease. It comes from struggle. I used to be terrified of my own shadow, so I joined the military. I did things I hated. I lived in constant discomfort, and it changed me. The truth? It hurts. It's ugly. But it's also necessary. Greatness requires it. Don't run from it. Run toward it. Let it shape you. Let it refine you. Let it expose your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. The road to success, to greatness, to real freedom, it's paved in discipline. There are no shortcuts, no hacks, no cheat codes, just consistency, pain, and relentless effort. The only way is through. So keep showing up, keep grinding, stay on the path. The reward is waiting, but only for the discipline.